Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, my name is Josh, and in today's video I'm going to be reviewing the Venmo credit card. So I'll be going over the main features of this card, its pros as well as its drawbacks. So hopefully by the end of this video you'll have a much better idea of whether or not this credit card is a good fit for you. But before we go ahead and dive into the main features of this card, if you would mind helping me out real quickly by just giving this video a like. That just helps out with the good old YouTube algorithm, and also consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already. Plus, if you would like to receive a few free stocks, in a pinned comment below I will be leaving a link to Webull. All you have to do is once you click on that link is just sign up for a free account and then deposit at least $100. At that point, Webull will be sending you at least a few free stocks worth all the way up to $10,000 or whatever other promotion they have going on at this time. Okay, so diving right into the main features of the Venmo credit card. First off, we're going to be discussing cashback and how you can earn it. So you will be earning 3% cashback on your top eligible spending category. Then on your next top spending category, you will be earning 2% cashback. And then on all other transactions, you will be earning 1% cashback. Now, as far as these spending categories go, these are going to include transportation, travel, grocery, entertainment, dining and nightlife, bills and utilities, health and beauty, gas, and other. Now, as far as the spend bonus goes with this card, unfortunately, right on the website, there is no spend bonus at this point in time. That could potentially change later down the road. I really hope that it does. And they might even have targeted offers either in your email or directly to your physical mailing address. But if you go on the website right now, there is currently no spend bonus, which is quite the drawback, at least in my opinion. However, with this card, there are some other benefits that you must keep in mind though. So these include the fact that you can apply for this card with no impact to your credit score if you are declined. So if you decide to apply for this credit card, there's really nothing to lose, because if you do get declined, as I mentioned there is not going to be any type of impact to your credit score. Also, you can add this card to your mobile wallet such as Apple Pay, Google Pay, or Samsung Pay. And then finally, if you're into cryptocurrency, you can auto purchase crypto with the cash back that you earn each month. All you have to do is simply toggle on to the purchase crypto feature in the app and choose your favorite crypto type without any type of crypto transaction fee. Now, as far as other ways that you can use your cash back other than buying cryptocurrency, is you can also make payments with it. You can make purchases, you can send money to other Venmo accounts, and you can also transfer your cash back to your bank account or debit card linked to your Venmo account. So now that we went over the main features of this card at this point in time, we're going to go ahead and dive into the APR and fees, because of course this is also super important as well. So starting out, your purchase APR is going to be anywhere between 20.49, 26.49, or 29.49% based on your account type. Then as far as cash advances go, on this channel we usually recommend to stay far away from cash advances. This of course should not be considered financial advice, just my own personal reasons. Usually you have a very high interest rate with them, plus you're going to be dishing out a lot of fees as well. But if you do decide to take out a cash advance with this card, just know your APR on them is going to be a whopping 29.49% plus a lot of fees as well, which we are going to dive into right now. So as far as the fees go with this card, starting out with the cash advances, your fees are either going to be $10 or 5% of the amount of each cash advance, whichever happens to be greater. So in the case that you do a cash advance of $300, in that case the 5% is going to be the greater of the two. So there is going to be a fee of $15 on that cash advance. Then on top of that, as far as foreign transaction fees go, luckily with this card there is no foreign transaction fee, so you can go outside the country with this card and continue to use it, and you will not be hit with a foreign transaction fee. This is definitely a plus, because with other credit cards out there in the market, you can see that they might have a foreign transaction fee, say as high as like 3%. Then as far as the annual fee goes, with this card there is no annual fee, so that is definitely a plus as well. As far as late payments go, if you happen to pay late, there is going to be a fee of up to $41. If you happen to pay late the first or even second time, you could always try to call in and see if you can get that fee waived. There is no guarantee, but usually with most banks, if you do call in after your first late fee, they will waive that, but like I said, there is no guarantee. So I would recommend perhaps setting up auto pay or marking your calendars. Do whatever works best for you, just to make sure that you are paying on time. That way you don't potentially have to pay that $41 fee for pretty much no reason at all. Then as far as return payments go, if you have a return payment, there is possibly going to be a fee of up to $30, so just make sure that you don't have any return payments and make sure that you don't have any late payments, because these are unnecessary fees that you definitely do not want to pay extra for. So now that we went over the main features of this card as well as the APR and fees, at this point in time, I'm going to go ahead and dive into what I would consider to be the biggest pros and drawbacks of this card. So we're going to start out with the good things. The first good thing, of course, is all the cash back that you can earn with this card. So once again, in your top spending eligible category, you are going to be earning 3% cash back, which is pretty much the best you're going to, almost one of the best you're going to receive with all credit cards across the board. Then you're going to be earning 2% cash back in your next top spending eligible category. That's also pretty solid across the board. And then on all other transactions, you will be earning 1% cash back. So the next pro, in my opinion at least, is you don't really have to track your top spending categories necessarily in a way. So with other credit cards out there in the market, you might be earning like 4, 3, and 2% cash back, but the 4% will be like in groceries, the 3% will be like on gas, and then 2 will be like on shopping, retail, something like that. So you have to really track and utilize and remember which categories these are. But with this card, you just have to remember your top spending category, or you don't even really have to think about it and you will earn it automatically. You don't have to set it up. It will be 3 and 2% cash back in your top 2 spending eligible categories. Also with this card, there are no foreign transaction fees, so if you do happen to travel outside the country, you can continue to use this card and you won't be hit with like a 3% foreign transaction fee like you can be with other cards out there. Also, there is no annual fee with this card, so it's definitely a plus. It's a keeper card. You don't have to sit around and consider every single year whether or not this card is worth keeping. If you have to pay like a fee of $95 and consider whether or not paying like $95 every single year is worth it with the benefits that you're taking in, because with this card, there is no annual fee. Also, the redemption methods are very easy. You have different options out there. You can send it to family or friends with Venmo. You can make payments. You can transfer the money to your debit card or your checking account that's linked to your Venmo account. Very easy cashback redemption methods, and you can even buy cryptocurrency with it if that's your thing. Now, as far as the drawbacks go, right now there is currently no spin bonus available. If you go to their website, perhaps in the future that might change. I really hope that it does change, because it would be awesome even if they gave like a spin bonus of $200 after your first $1,000 in spin. I think that would make this card all that much better, but they probably figured that Venmo is big enough, it's a big enough name that they don't have to offer a spin bonus. Perhaps that's their thinking. Then another drawback, at least in my opinion, is that you're only going to be earning 1% cash back in your third top spending category. You're going to be earning 3 and 2% cash back on your top 2 spending categories, but then on all other transactions, 1% cash back is very low compared to what you could be getting with other credit cards out there. And then also with this card, you will need the Venmo app. So if you're completely against the Venmo app, you don't want to download it, you don't want to use it, then this card obviously is not going to be the best fit for you. But just to sum this card up, all in all, I would say it is a pretty decent card to have, but the only reason I wouldn't really necessarily recommend it myself is the fact that right now they do not offer a spin bonus. And quite frankly, right now there are just other better options out there that do have a spin bonus and offer better benefits across the board. Like the Wells Fargo Active Cash credit card right now offers 2% cash back. They also have a spin bonus of $200 after you spend the first $1,000 within the first 90 days. And then better benefits across the board, like a 0% introductory APR on purchases and balance transfers. So I would probably recommend a card like that one before getting this card, even though the 3 and 2% cashback are pretty solid all in all. But that's all we have for today's review. I certainly hope that you enjoyed and found value out of it. If you did, again, I would greatly appreciate if you could give this video a like. Consider subscribing to my channel if you have not already, and I will see you in the next video.